Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Honey Sundays. I am your host, Andy. And this week, I just felt really prompted to share something very short, very sweet, something that happened in my week that I think we can all relate to. So let's get into it. A few days ago, I got my photos back, our family photos back, because we got them taken a few weeks ago and then she sent us the gallery. And as I opened it up and as I was looking at these photos, I started crying because my daughter is now 1.5. And the last time we got family photos done, she was 3 months. And if you have kids, you know how fast that goes and how much they change in such a short amount of time, and especially early on. And I was just crying of gratitude and just looking at these pictures and thinking like, oh my gosh, she's going to be even older than this one day. And I'm going to look back at these photos and think about how little she is. And, it truly is so bittersweet. And a conversation that came up recently was how everything is romanticize your life. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that on social media, but I feel like this phrase is everywhere. We need to romanticize our lives. We need to slow down. And I think I figured out the hack of romanticizing our lives, and it's truly just to notice our lives. Like, I'm looking at these photos, and then I start to go down memory lane because I'm going back towards the photos that we got when she was 3 months old. And I'm just scrolling through my camera roll on my phone, and I'm seeing all of these experiences that we've had in the last 12, 15 months and so many that I just even forgot about. For example, last summer, which is almost a year ago now, which is crazy, but we went to Europe and we took my daughter, and I have so many beautiful photos from Europe, and I have not even printed any of them and put them up in my house. Why? Why have I not printed these? They're gorgeous. It was an amazing experience. They're an amazing memory to look back on. But I think that this is just something that happens in our culture is one, we're not really sitting in the gratitude of the moment, whether that's looking at the photo or actually, obviously, the present moment. And then we're not processing just how wonderful life has been. We're looking at other people's feeds on social media or even Pinterest boards or Lemonade. I know a lot of people have Lemonade now, the app. If you don't know what that is, I don't have it. It's because it's a lot of young people. But it's these beautiful curated aesthetics. And while it's gorgeous and really nice to look at, and we naturally like that, at the same time, we have those moments probably in our camera roll waiting to be printed and displayed and thought about and appreciated. And life just keeps going by. And another thing to talk about is some people are like, oh, well, I don't have a problem with social media, but we fill it in other ways with distraction, right? Some people are shopping on Amazon or scrolling through Reddit or watching a show, but we're just filling it with this other stuff instead of really taking time to notice just how amazing we have it right now. And one of the quotes I love, I know this is kind of cliche, but is the grass is greener where you water it. And as I've gotten older, I'm just like, wow, that's so true of also the grass is greener where you notice it. We have to pay attention to what's in front of us and what's going on. So just a call to action this week. I would really just love to challenge you guys to go through your camera roll and to process like what has been your favorite parts of even this year so far. And do you want to print out any photos from last year, or do you want a scrapbook? That's another thing just to share is I bought a scrapbook probably 6 months ago, and I'm like, okay, I'm not a huge scrapbooker. I've never done it in my life, but now I'm a mom and I feel like you just do those things. And I don't want for when my daughter's 5 for her to ask a question and then I have to like go through my phone or pull up my laptop to look at a photo. I want hard copies of these photos. And my mother-in-law has a bunch of scrapbooks for every single year that my husband grew up. And it's been so fun to look back at those now that we have our own daughter. So just a sweet reminder on your Sunday or whenever you're listening to this to just, you can romanticize your life. And it really is just noticing what's in front of us right now and just appreciating it and sitting in that. So that's really short, really sweet. This is basically a voice memo from me, but I'm wishing you a sweet Sunday And as always, if this resonates, please share it and like and subscribe or leave a rating on Apple or Spotify or YouTube. That is always so appreciated. So I will catch you next time.